Hi there. So I want to talk to you about this participant observation that I did in a sociological study before. In graduate school, I decided to study pickleball. I was conducting a qualitative study exploring elderly sports participation. Have you heard of it though? Pickleball. It's like tennis meets badminton meets ping pong. The ball was definitely green. Most players were about 55 years or older. The oldest player was 95 years old. 95. She was the best player on the courts, if I'm being honest. I was very intrigued to not only learn about this game that I've never heard before, but also watch elders play sports. And so the study required for me to visit them, provide them with informed consent, which is a letter or a document to let my participants know that they'll be watched, they will be studied, and it also assesses any risk that they're basically um, at potential of experiencing. And so that came along with the opportunity for participants to decline or accept being a part of my study. So I was conducting overt participant observation. I watched them play over the course of 7 weeks, sitting down and interviewing them while they take breaks. I've identified different types of players. So these different types are what we call typologies in qualitative studies. I've noticed that everyone was super friendly and welcoming and showing extreme levels of happiness no matter how well they played, no matter how their day was. I always wondered though, was this their natural behavior? Are they behaving this way just because they know I'm here, just because they know that I'm here watching them and I'm interviewing them? I always wondered if it was a day that they were playing and I wasn't there. Was it any different? It's almost like could have had cameras in the back watching them just to kind of compare and contrast. I was offered the chance to play, but I didn't. I didn't want to increase the risk of harming my subjects. I didn't actually include that in my informed consent. So I didn't want to step out of that contract that I technically had with my participants, especially given the age difference. There is an increase of risk, especially physical risk that may happen in terms of the study being conducted. But if I'm being honest, I also didn't want to harm my self confidence if I lost. It was an interesting study, nevertheless, a very educational experience. Thanks for listening.